the streets from me say a friend. I don't care what they won't do. For me this to get to you till I go get through. Babylon know why your grace guy get through. So determination we have to get through. I don't care what they won't do. For me this to get to you till I go get through. Babylon know why your grace guy get through. Na. So me go show you.
I with the bubble man a chant and a chant with the broom wicked man a get through, yeah. And when the Rasta man a chant and a beat a 1, 2, Babylon a get through. Them a get burn up, from them to corrupt, head a get.
Yeah. Blessed is the man that walketh not. Yeah, me not king of fire, don't know Jah Lex.
All right.
Keep it burning, wow, yeah. I can't go. It's the king of fire. Yo, let me tell Babylon something, so me go so yo. I don't care what they want do. For me this to get to you till I go get slow. Babylon know why your grace guy get through. Self-determination I make them get you. I don't care what they want do. For me this to get to you till I go get slow. Babylon know why your grace guy turn through. That's why they get to you, that's me the truth I wanna name. Pass me the broom and make me sweep them. Just like a rubbish man I eat them. Laziness and godliness I saw me greet them. Dash a fire make you reach them. Now your bingy show my figure beat them. Dip on the people like ticks and I leash them. Me on them with them even speech them. So me burn them in the streets from me say a friend. I don't care what they won't do. For me this to get to you till I go get through. Babylon know why your grace guy get through.
May I tell you?
Nation we have to get you. I don't care what they won't do. For me this to get to you till I go get through. Babylon know why your grace guy get through. Na. So me go so yo.
I with the bubble man a chant and a chant with the broom wicked man a get through, yeah. And when the Rasta man a chant and a beat a 1, 2, Babylon a get through. Them a get burn up, from them to corrupt, head a get crushed up, place a get done up, wash out them sod up, Babylon get clog up, all of them mad up, fire it a turn up, so much I know.
I don't care what they won't do. For me this to get to you till I can get through.
Yo, may I tell you? Songs of Jah Lex featuring Capitan and Selaska. Yes, and you know, so without no further delay, my people, we're going to introduce Jah Lex to the Mindset Program. Blessed love, my lord.
Rastafari, blessing me, brother. Yeah, you hear me good?
Loud and clear. May I see you good, may I hear you good. Yes, I.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man, great for you have the eye on the program.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing, man. Give thanks for the opportunity and everything, man.
Yes, I. Some lovely music a while ago, my general. Some lovely music.
Yeah, man, give thanks. All heap of works, you know.
All heap of works.
Yeah, man, if we keep on pushing the works, you know. Yeah, man.
And how long you do that work? Yeah? How long you been on this mission?
Well, you know, I always doing music, you know, first as a musician, even before like graduate from high school, I already like play with a lot of band in clubs and everything. So I always been doing music, but reggae music now, my first recording now, I was 19 years old when I first recorded on an 8-track, you know, with me bridging in the basement and thing there, you know. But me really take it more seriously like around 2005, 2006, me start to put on more work and thing towards reggae music. Start all a festival, Reggae Bash Festival, where we keep it 13 years over in Quebec side, Canada. Yeah, man. All if it works.
Zine. So the idea is from Canada?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Montreal, you know? Yeah, man.
Montreal. What the idea now? Kind of look like a Canada there.
No. Yeah, man. I'm in Jamaica, you know? Because, you know, reggae music, that's where everything happens. You also have to be in Jamaica to keep on doing my works right now, you know?
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Yes, I. So, go on, sorry.
I've been moving from Jamaica to Canada and now I start tours, so now I'm going all over the place. But Jamaica is like my home, you know? When I go to Canada, I go do a couple shows. Now there's no more show, but, you know, I stay there for a little bit, then I come back here, you know?
Yes, I. So, all right. What the experience now? For the eye as an artist, as you say, you start to do more works and thing. What the experience now for the eye going through this process that everyone is facing right now, COVID-19, how that affect what the eye is doing?
Well, them thing are just stumbling blocks, in other way, So we used to that, but we shanty, the Rastaman we build for them kind of thing there, So me never really make that affect me or change my mood really, because when that whole thing start now, because I was in Jamaica in 2020. I left from Jamaica the 1st of March to go on a tour. 3 weeks later, I was in Uganda and the whole place was locked down.
Rasta.
So the tour bus park, no show no keep, and the airport did lock. So me just tell myself, say, well, I cannot do no show and I cannot move. So what can I do? So, I started to do some recording because I'm there. I have my home studio, So I put in a lot of works. We shoot a video clip, We did a lot of television interview, a lot of radio interview, if you just keep current and keep the link with the fans, them, So, no, when they opened back the airport, I traveled back from there, stop in Canada. Now I'm back here. The only thing now, so you have to go through some different process and quarantine and this and that, and what. Other than that, as an artist now, so you're not going to have no show. So you must be ready now to do some other work and thing there, and do some studio work and work on your craft, because I just say go in our life. When this show start over again, now everybody excited, everybody want to come out, everybody want to see you, So I just say go right now a different time, but I just time.
Yes, time of the master. Time of the master. And all right, so everywhere locked down now. You see me I say curfew. Most places, I know in Jamaica, curfew and thing. How that impact your whole movements and thing?
Well, you don't know. When we that studio and the time come now and 10 p.m. come and we still do that studio, then we just have to stay at studio all night and keep doing some work, When time the curfew done, then we go back away yard and sleep.
Yes, I.
Yeah, man.
So the work have to go through regardless.
Yeah, man. Work have to go through. The people actually in those time, people they need like, some good music and something to keep them up and inspire them and give them a little joy, a little blessing in their day. So. Right now, as an artist, our work now is very important, So, yeah, we just have to know, everyone have to know their purpose and their mission, and then don't get caught up in some kind of stress because of everything,
For real, but you can imagine, well, a lot of people themselves lose them life and a lot of people lose them jobs and so on. But I know probably for your artists, it probably impact the eye them probably a lot more than others, the music industry.
Yeah, well, a lot of artists are suffering right now, to tell you the truth, because all the ones were depending on stage show for their income, then they lose that income, and it doesn't look like it's coming back for now. So, every artist now that was depending on stage show and, festivals now to put food on their table, and they never ready for something like this now, they must suffer. But, man, a farmer man, so everywhere I go, I plant some seed. And right now, I have some coconut tree, then full up now. People them are call me, say me to go look for me coconut them car.
See it?
Yeah, man. So, we're not going to miss food, from, that me I tell everyone now right now to self-sufficiency, is the key. If everyone now have a little backyard or a little somewhere where you can plant some vegetable and thing there, even if you have a backyard or you find some little free land and you talk to the owner and say, yo, me just want plant some here and whatever, you make arrangement with him. Hey, if you plant food and you have your food, when the whole place locked down now, the man will have their little own garden now. They still eat food every day. They say, oh, today the shop locked. Well, me not buy no rice, but me have a piece of yam and me have some banana and see some ackee tree and eat food said way. So
Regardless.
self-sufficiency is the key.
Yes,
every nation, not only as a person, but every nation should be self-sufficient by now. And stop the whole heap of import, export and container thing there and cheap material and whole heap of slavery I go through right now, I just so they don't put it up on the front. Whole heap of slavery I go through right now.
What? Which part? In a Jamaica there, sir?
No, I mean in the world. All the clothes everything, all the big company, all the shipping company where own those big boat where carry so much things there. When you go to the even like only place right now you see in Jamaica now, if you can't find no more local garlic, cause the Chinese garlic is so cheap, then no one will be buying from the vendor the Jamaican garlic. So there's no more Jamaican garlic. You go to market, you can't find that again.
Rasta.
Yeah, because no, and there's certain things no, it just doesn't make sense, because you can't grow everything where you need right here. Why take it from other country? But then they have a system, with that slavery mentality there, that they can produce all the things for cheaper. They come, they photocopy everything. The time now, you used to see some woman make some nice time and craft and clothes and sandals. No, everything is imported, made plastic, made machine made. You understand?
So
some people are worth liquor and nothing, and the people who work on the boat will carry those things also work in slavery condition, So it's still going every day. So that's why you have to be careful everything where you buy right now, where it come from and how it get to come there, Yeah, man. Serious thing, man.
my lad, interesting how you put this thing across still, and I believe what the ayah say, but a lot of people now looking at the eye. The eye is born in Canada. See, they even sound like you speak French to I still.
Yeah, I speak French. I come from the French side of it.
See it there?
Yeah.
See it there?
Yeah.
All right. What the ayah say is very interesting. Zin. But a lot of people now, I would say black people now, looking at the eye, Zin, as me said, the eye is from Canada. A lot of ones would have said, boy, the white man there, that sound rich coming from him. You know what I mean? Or the eye would respond to something like that, because we know say the eye is Rastafari, the eye I deal with, you know what I mean? So I see the eye in a different light still, because what the eye I deal with. But for people out there who do not see that, how the eye would respond to that?
Well, me not really respond to people all there and see me and all there perceive me, because the things I do, I do music, me is a Rasta, but I'm not doing, everything I do it because I love it, because it's me, I don't do it to someone to see me this way or that way, So some people see me and just see me with their eyes, and then they have a idea of me, and I'm not here to fight against that or to prove myself. I don't have nothing to prove, you understand? Because for me, I know who I am, Yeah, so I don't really go off and try to justify myself or whatsoever, For me is a Rasta, I was born in Canada, This is where I was born. No one decide also where you're born and your mother and your father. But in life, it's either you have good or you have evil. You understand? So if you choose good, I keep on that track there. It doesn't really matter where you're from, which language you speak or whatsoever. You understand? Because all of we are one.
I totally understand that, my general. Selassie, I know. But I mentioned slavery, you know what I mean? That that it's still going on. That is what the I said.
Going on right now,
You
you
know?
have slave master. It doesn't matter the color of the slave master, because you have slave master every color right now. That's why Bobo Shanti, where I burn fire upon oppression, all type of oppression. Racism is a type of oppression. So when time a man come to me like with some, some kind of way like, oh, because of my race, I really have nothing to tell him. You understand? I him choice. Him owns. Him decide to see me this way. Him have the right. Me not have to go fight him or whatsoever. You understand? If him see me with him eyes alone and judge me, but most of the time that reach me, I'm a buck up on somebody now, and me see say he might look upon me away. If me end up talk to him for, me understand, because you feel them the thing there.
Yeah.
If me end up talk to that person just for a minute or two, you see that thing gone. It's like sometime now we have to just break the barriers them. Yeah, but I just saw you go. But slavery is still happening. It's true. It doesn't matter. You're like, yes, it's happening every day. People they under slavery. If you work every day of your life, all right, Monday to Friday, and in a year now you get 1 week or 2 weeks off, and whatever where you live in the world, if that's just enough to pay like your food and like where you're staying, well, it's slavery to me. You understand? It's just modern slavery. But what is happening in some part of the world is like they make those what I was talking about. Not just the slave I was talking about is like they make all type of item, food, clothing item available for very cheap everywhere in the world, and the way they conceive, they make those items, and the way they bring it to you is by using slavery. They're having people working for nothing.
So basically, you're not talking about colonial slavery. You're talking about
nowadays 2021 slavery, which is different thing now.
yeah.
Because now we have slave master from every different type of color.
It's a serious thing that It's
but even if no matter where you come from, if he is a black man and you take part if you partner with another person, no, if you use your own people, no, you're taking part in that same process too.
But you know that narrative there that you said a while ago, that is out there, that Africans in the past are sold their brothers into slavery. You know that narrative is out there.
Yeah, but at that time, no slavery, like everyone as a slave, it wasn't like some, you understand, it come like, you can have, what they were calling a slave is just like a worker where you can have like 2 or 3 slaves, they work on your land, they're free to go on certain day, they're free to go on certain time a year or whatsoever, and they getting, they're getting something for their work, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
But no, one time now some man come, they say, oh, they want some slave. If you know you have slave already and this is how you treat your slave and you expect those person know that you think that's what they mean. You understand? You don't know that they're gonna be like mistreated, and you don't know they're gonna take them and do them only by evil. You understand? So you understand, it can happen that yes, you sell a man a slave because that was like something happening at that time that was like normal, you understand? Without knowing that it was with evil intention, you understand? But now some people also, right now is like, if you take part in an evil, no, everything is up to the light. Everyone know what is happening. We're not back in the days.
True,
Where
true.
you don't really know. Yeah, everything up to in the light right now, so you can't really hide again, because everything coming at the light. But right now it's like even when they coming at the light now, and the people they know about it, it's like the people who run those big company and this big system, they have so much money put inside of this system, and so much income and tax and this and that. So that's no one really, those who in power who could make a change, they don't really make no change in that, because right now the money is what has power. Yeah, yeah, man.
For real, for real, for real. And them say slavery was also economics as well. My question to the eye: do the eye see any changes? In racism, for instance. Then do you see any changes towards the African nation? Because you said things different now, and people will see things clearly.
Yeah, well, it's true. When actually right now, Africa, the continent of Africa, you see what happened. You see like the colonialism, the colonial people will come now and set some laws and rules. It's like they were coming with a game, and you say like, for me, I'm the president. This is what I can do, anything I want, and you guys do, and they set some laws so that the media they 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 don't have the right to report everything, and no, the people in power right now, some country in Africa we see on the news is like, oh, bad thing is happening or this and that. But you put the people there in power with all those laws to all the laws to back him up for him to do whatever he wants. So it's like right now, this is the same system in some of the country. Is the same system still, but it's just some other people in power. You understand?
So it's the same colonial system you say
In
is
some of
there.
the country, it's the same thing, same thing, but now it's different people in power, and they're using military and they're using like police and forces, to defend their own interests. We're seeing that over and over, but that's not how the country were running before. This is a system that was implemented there. You understand? It came with the European when they went there, and right now it's the same system in place in some of the country. So yeah, it's not pretty out there, but at least now the thing I was saying is the things are come to light is with like the internet right now. You still, even when you try to do things in the dark, eventually it will come up to the light, because the communication is different. So if
Yes,
you
sir.
send a man from here, you bring him somewhere else to do him evil, no, he will probably find a way to make his people know back home, and hey, this is what is happening now, and at one point it will come to the light.
True, 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 true. All right, the I been to Uganda. I don't know if you have a place out there, but what's the I thought and Marcus Garvey when Marcus say Africa for the Africans, home and abroad. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, it is true, because Africa is the land of the black man, and this is true, and every man have his own roots. For me, I know my roots, and I was born in Canada, but Canada is not my place neither. This is a place you have native, the native people in Canada now. There is also a people that got persecuted that right now are the reserve now. Those people there have a lot of problem, a lot of suicide,
Mm-mm.
a lot of drugs, and the Canadian government did some wicked things to them too, man. John Star, like bring them some far place where there's no road. And some nation they used to travel with dogs and on a sleigh.
Mm-hmm.
They just bring them very far, kill all the dogs, and this is where you live now, and leave them there, you know, in the middle of nothing. You understand? Anyway, Canada is a capture land, you know. So for me, I know my roots, you know, and you know, in this world now, to me, I don't see like everyone should go back according to his color to a certain place in the world and lock down the whole world. You understand? But you have to know your roots and where you stand, and you know the land where you're standing. You know, for real.
So
To me, you know, like you say, everyone, you know, should be able to travel freely to, you know, this time in this world. You know.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Well, I totally agree on that. You know, Zane, freedom of movements and things like that. Zane, but
Yeah.
the question that I'm asking the eye, Zane, because you say the eye reiterate that you know your roots. So to me now, when you say you know your roots, I'm thinking that you probably think speaking about France, because they I speak French. As I say, I could hear that the accent with in the eye. But when
Yes, because I know before my people came to Canada, no, on my side of French side of Canada, they came from France. I never been to France myself. I just
what for real?
plane.
Oh,
No, I
yes,
just
sir.
took two plane. I stop at the airport maybe a couple of times, but just like transferring, either going to Africa or something, you know.
What?
I never been there. I'm just not attracted really to go there. I would love to go there to go visit, but not to go and live there. I would love to go there and do some show, do some work, you know, but not to spend all my life there, you know. Although I know I have some roots. My people came from there, you know.
So that's their roots originally. Originally,
Yeah,
that's
well,
yeah.
if you go down the family line now, you know, say I have people coming from France, but you know when they came now, they also have some native blood from like the original native people in
Yeah,
Canada, you know.
yeah.
So it got mixed, and you see right now I have a son who's born from a Jamaican mother. So this one now is born in Jamaica. He have a father who, for me, I was born in Canada. You know, the mother was born in Jamaica. So, you know,
The,
it's just life. You know, it's just so it goes. So now he has how many roots? How much plays this one? My son now, who has Canadian father and Jamaican mother. You know. So
wouldn't the eye see that as a confusion in a sense, because all right, your roots is originally from France, but they are born in
yeah,
Canada.
Canada. Yeah.
See, now your youth now growing up are born in Jamaica. I don't know the location. See, how would that you now see themselves, because you know that these things come with stigma, as we know. Sometimes either one side doesn't accept the youth, and we see this all the time. You know what I mean? I have family member where that's the situation, and there's an imbalance. Or do I see it?
Me not see it as an imbalance, me see it as a balance, you know. Yeah, man. But you know, say, of course, you know, if like certain things though, people they not just used to see like people coming from two different countries come together now, and you know they form a family, they have children. Sometimes people they say, oh, that's not good or whatsoever. But I think it's very great, because you see, when you travel now, you go to different places in the world. You learn from different culture, and you also can teach them because you come from a different background, you know. So when you have your parents now come from two different background now, you also have like different knowledge coming from different culture, you know, more accessible to you. So you open your mind, you have a better of understanding of a lot of things, you know, because my son travel now, he comes, you know, we go to Canada, he see different things that if he wasn't able to travel, a lot of things that he wouldn't be aware of, or, you know, his mind will be awakened on certain things yet, you know. To travel is great, to know different culture. Actually, sometimes when you fear other culture, you fear other people because you don't know them. And when you get to know them, to understand, oh, this is why they're doing this, is because, you know, there is certain condition and whatsoever. And then you get to understand those people. And then when the fear gone, then, you know, everything is okay, you know. So I think it's good, you know. I don't see, of course, sometimes the only negative aspect is actually how people see it, and, you know, how they can react to you because of that, you know. But other than that, you know, I don't see no negative aspect, you know.
So, all right, because there is a Rasta man, see, and you know, Rasta, we all Marcus Garvey as at a high regard, as you know, the I wear turban, see, and
Yes.
the I been to Bobo Hill, see, and I see the I at Bobo Hill all in service, in your white robe and thing, see.
Yeah.
Now the stance that Bobo take, and that where everyone have to find their own vine and victory. Zin,
Yeah. Well,
how they I look on that? How they I look on
it's
that?
true. Because me and the Bobo then know we did a talk about it, and when I told them about my story and just tell them this is me, and they had to laugh and they had to just accept me how I am, because, you know, it's like, yes, it's true what Marcus say, and you understand. But one day, you see, when the son of Marcus came to visit at Bobo Hill with his wife, a lot of Bobo were very, very surprised to see that the wife was a white lady.
Mm-hmm.
And they look at it, and some of them, they were, you know, they had a negative vision about that, you know, and see it as an incident. But some others also see it in a different way. You understand? Because, see, this is the son of Marcus. You know, Marcus teaching. We know Marcus teaching, and we study it. You know, and then you get to see his son, and his son has a wife, and the wife is a white woman. You know. Well, I just saw it go. You know, alive. You know, everyone. It means, you understand?
You feel like what Marcus Garvey stood for. You feel like he would have been happy with his son,
I
knowing
don't
knowing
say that
knowing
he would have been
knowing
happy.
that what he stood for.
Yeah,
Because at one point, Marcus even went to the Ku Klux Klan, and had a reason with the Ku Klux Klan in America.
yeah, yeah.
Would
And after the reasoning,
yeah.
in find out, say the Ku Klux Klan now, they are white supremacists and they want this place to be white. And Marcus is a black man. He's a black supremacist. He wants his people to go back home,
Mm-hmm.
to be in Africa.
Yes.
And he realized that he wants a black Africa and they want a black America or whatever. So at the end of the day, Marcus said, you know, it's like we want the same thing. If we come
True.
together right now and we travel, go to Africa, make them have them white America, everything will be okay. But it never work out that way. You understand? But it never work out that way. But I just, you know, why history, you know, only about history, brother.
Yeah. Yes,
Only
my
about
general. A lot
history.
of history, man. You
But you
know.
see, like, all we see it now is like, all right, it's not really color, white or black or whatever, but there's a certain culture. Like, for example, if we say like the American culture, yeah, like in America, everything will come with it, and you have African culture, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a man and a woman, they come together, they're coming from different culture. It's either they're gonna come and marry themselves and live as one of those culture, for example, as American,
Mm-hmm.
or they can also live as African and have children and whatsoever. So this is two different things. You understand?
True.
Because I know some people, I've seen them get into a relationship with person from abroad and then change their life and change their lifestyle and go live different lifestyle. I also see some people coming from abroad, traveling, went to Africa, change their lifestyle and live within the African culture from that place, be accepted over there. You understand? So that is two different things also, that you have to look on in nowadays.
Yes,
And
I.
you know, yeah, that is two different things. Well, to me.
Rastafari. Yes, my
Yeah,
general.
man.
Yes, I. Um, Africa, as we said, what the I plan for Africa? Because as a Rasta, me have to keep referring to that as a cause. I see the I as a Rasta. Seeing what's
Yep.
the I plan for Africa now? Outside
Well,
outside of the music.
yeah. Well, Africa now, outside of the music, there's a lot of things to do, for real. I have different mission from different background. Like you see, as a Bobo Shanti, when I went there and I was by the River Nile for a good while, and the youth by the River Nile now, they know about Rasta, they know about Bobo Shanti, but they don't really know, they don't fully understand, the roots of it and, certain things. So I was glad now because, the youth, they were asking me a lot of questions. I was glad I was there also to explain a lot of things and, teach them about, the foundation and, it was great, that is like spiritual mission.
But I,
Other than
I,
that,
pr-
no,
I pray the Jah Lex. I pray the Jah Lex because that sound like a serious mission. Zine, but
yeah,
alright, wouldn't the I say then? Zine, like how France is a place that I haven't been before. Zine,
yeah,
and we know we have this unconscious um bias of racism. Wouldn't the I see that Europe is probably a place where the I could penetrate with the culture that the I have, the culture that you get in Jamaica and Bobo Hill about Prince Emmanuel, the Melchizedek order, wouldn't because the virgin them from Jamaica and other places in the diaspora as black man, Zane, wouldn't you say that's their job and your job in a sense? Not saying boy you should differentiate still. Zine, because if somebody black and them don't know and you have to go tell them the truth about the black Christ, I now go forbid the I. Zine, but what I'm saying, wouldn't you feel like Europe would be a better place for the I penetrate with the culture?
well, everywhere, where they welcome me, you know. But me understand what you mean. Me understand what you say,
Yes, I.
you know. But it come like you see, one time we spent a lot of time in Bobo Hill and we did that thing, all right, because first I was born in Quebec, in Canada, in Quebec. And first I was thinking, how can I bring all the things that I learned, all the things that I know to my people? How could I help them?
Yeah.
And I was trying to find a way, and me not really find a way. It's like some people, if they want to open up to something, you understand, they will open up, and then they will be open and listen to you, you know. But it's like, you know, you cannot fight to try to make someone understand something, you know. It's like if they're not ready for that, if they this is not what they need right now, I'm not gonna go over there or go some places and you know try to bring something that the people they don't really want. You understand? So I don't know about France. If in France the people they will be open and they wants to know about Bobo Shanti and everything, you know. But my roots and I mean like the road I took, the music road, brought me to Africa because it's because of music I end up go to Africa,
Yes,
you
I.
know. So a lot of Bobo Shanti also they burn fire on reggae music and all reggae artists and you know and understand why because that's another thing that is happening. Reggae music is not. Some people label reggae music as Rasta music, but it's not Rasta music because you have a lot of different, you know, people singing reggae music who are not Rasta, who sing things and put it in reggae songs. Who
So
Rasta
wait there, but general. So who you would refer to as not Rasta? Who you would refer to?
No, me not refer to no one. Mean like you can sing reggae music and not be a Rasta. You can be a Christian and sing reggae music. You can be, you know, it doesn't have to be a
But you don't
Rasta.
think that a hypocrisy because you know someone being a Christian singing reggae music, you know, feel
No,
like
they have. Me not really cause some there's a lot of Christian artists. They come from church background and they start as gospel and they do some reggae and they became big stars and we know they come from a church background. They sing in reggae. They don't say Rastafari in their song because they are not Rasta. Some do say Rasta and put on some locks and they are not Rasta. To me, that's even worse. I'd rather someone be his self and, you know, because, you know, there's a
true.
lot of artists, they're not Rasta, but they are good singer. They love reggae music. I'm not going to wrong them. You know, after that, what they want to sing in the song and what they want to do with their life and their career is their own choice, you know. You know, so anyway, so reggae music,
You say it's not Rasta music.
no, because Rasta music and Naya Bingi, you know, one to other, you know. Naya Bingi, the Bingi drum, you know, the hard beat.
But
You know,
wasn't it this those same Rasta man that was um playing the Nyabingi drums? Is those same Rasta man now start to make the one drop because you hear one drop and we deal with 1 2. So the one
yeah,
drop is coming from the Nyabingi, which is 1 2.
yeah.
So wouldn't you say it's the same Rasta man them create the music?
It has the same roots, you know, because Rasta music, and that's why it should be a Rasta music, because reggae music is there to teach the people, not to lead them astray. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it should be, you know, but you know it has become other thing, and you know that's why also the Bobo praise them. They wanna fire upon reggae music and a lot of the reggae artists and whatsoever. But I still went to Bobo Hill. I told them for me this is what I do. You understand? I get a I get a blessings. For me, I'm blessed with music, instrument, write songs, singing. This is how I can feed my family. This is how I can live. You understand? So I'm gonna use it, but I'm gonna use it wisely. You know,
See it.
I'm gonna use it in a positive way. You know, to try to teach the people them. And this music is the same music that took me and bring me to Africa. You understand? And then when this lockdown came, I spent 9 months over there, and I learned so much, and it was, you know, a great experience. You know, and you know, to me, it's like if I'm the one, because I would love another Bobo Shanti to go over in Uganda and all over the other country too, because in Kenya you have some Bobo Shanti, also in Kenya, in Tanzania, in South Africa, all over Senegal, Gambia, Guinea, you understand, Mozambique, you understand? The place is big, you know?
Rastafari.
See, because a lot of Rasta they always singing about repatriation and this and that, and then when they go to Africa, they go do one show, they take their money, they go back home. They don't want to stay there. I even booked some show for some artists, and they were telling me I want to be there just 2 nights. I'm fly in, fly out. I'm not staying in that place. And I didn't understand. I didn't say.
Wait there. Slow down, Jah Lex.
I'm not gonna name, so I'm not gonna.
No, me not ask you for name no. Me not ask you for name no one still. Me not ask you for name no one. But what you say? Rasta artists. You say Rasta artists. You book them on shows and them say them just only want to fly in and fly out. Them not stay in that place.
Yeah,
And this is Africa you talk about.
Yeah, Africa. And they also charge more money because, of course, it's more traveling to go over there. But the traveling expense are paid. So they're charging more money because it's taking their more time to go over there, and it's a more of a headache. But a lot more money than to do a show in New York or Miami. I know it's closer, but between Miami and an African country, it's like why you have to charge so much more money for a show in Africa. So I don't know. To me, like I did some show over there. Is like from I'm welcome. From everything settle, and me can come and do me things. I'm ready. It's not about the money all the time. You understand? So we don't know. But to come back to the point that you were asking me, like, will it be better for me to go in France or whatever? For me, I will go where the people they welcome me, where the people they wants to see me. That's where I will go. You understand? And I end up there. I would love to see some other Bobo Shanti will always sing about repatriation and this and that. I would love to see them come to Africa and spend time there and put in some work. You understand?
I hear what they are saying and I totally agree with the eye. But what I say, the people them not love you in France and Europe because reggae music big in a Europe,
Me not say it big, me not tell you say the people they don't love me in France. Because me not say me have fans over there, me have people that contact me have fans and followers and things that they keep up to the music and
But what you're saying, they wouldn't be receptive to the culture then, what they are is bringing.
No, so maybe I didn't explain myself properly, Yeah. It's like I was more speaking of maybe my experience in Quebec, trying to find a way to bring that culture to them,
Wasn't receptive.
Wasn't so receptive. People they have too much prejudice, and they the whole thing just to see just you see like you saw some picture of me with my white robe up at Bobo Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Those pictures has caused a lot of drama, brother.
What you mean? What you mean?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Hey, even like sometimes no get go to take a plane and they think I'm a Taliban and stuff like that.
Rasta.
Yeah. So it's like, yes, we have to teach the people and let them know Rasta, who is Rasta. And everywhere I go, I do it, But I go fight to make people them understand my message or accept me or love me. That's their own choice, If they bring me everywhere they bring me, I will go and spread Jah message and spread Jah love and the words of Rastafari.
But say a true oppression though. Why Rasta been fighting? Zin Rasta been. That's why you say, you have reggae artists like yourself now. Through the history of fighting oppression, that is what that is how Rasta even birthed, in a sense. You know what I mean? So when the ayah say, boy, you now go fight, I don't think that is the right thing for say still, because is a fight,
Yeah, it's a fight. against oppression, you understand? That's a different thing. And that fight is there every day, you know? But yeah, sometimes, all right, you see, that fight against oppression, some black man see me as a white man fighting against oppression and they don't understand. And they go and they question themselves and they come and most of the time they come with some, racism, some, but racism is a form of oppression. So if you
Yeah,
burn,
yeah, big time.
if you burn fire upon oppression, then you burn fire upon racism too. You understand?
Naturally.
And Emmanuel say fire upon all oppressor, black and white oppressor, Chinese, everywhere you come from, no matter what. If you're oppressor, we burn fire upon you. But
Straight.
first, we burn fire upon the white oppressor. And then Emmanuel say no. Because him see say no, there's also some black oppressor. So him burn fire upon all oppressor. You understand? And now, if you born in a different place now, and you face different type of oppression too, and you see different type of oppression over there, so, and you experience that, and you want to fight against that oppression, then you don't have the right because you have your parents were white.
No, I personally, I don't think that's right. You see me, I say, because you see, if you are trying to make a difference in that, this thing, of course, make a difference. You see me, I say, because that's what is required right now. As I say, in Canada, ones wasn't receptive. So you see that is education that is needed right there, so to fill that gap. You see me, I say? And
so, but you see, again, education, and you see, all right, let me tell you one thing. You see, reggae music, me I do too, and in Canada, now, reggae music is getting a fight, There's only certain radio, like university radio that playing reggae music only certain times, and all the reggae festival, they were getting a lot of fight, I've been through a lot of struggle, just to keep our reggae show and to bring some Jamaican artists, because they come from Jamaica, So, you see, one time I'm in Jamaica now, the newspaper, the television, the radio now, they mention me, they play the song, they bring me up. When I go to Africa now, you see me on television everywhere, the media, everything, When I go to Canada now, it's so small. You understand? They are not pushing that, they're not bringing that on their program on television. And it's not that I've not been trying, I've been trying, for years, but it's like, it's not on their program, for certain reason. And anyway, it's wrong, but we still gotta fight it, We still gotta fight it if we bring up the culture and everything. That doesn't mean say we are gonna stop fight.
yeah, but you know what they must say though. Them must say you sell them out. Cause now you turn Rasta upon them. They must say you sell them out,
Yeah, so me left them for a different country, so now me just organize myself.
You see it? Yeah, man, I sell. Yeah, man, go through.
I just say go, But I choose sometimes people when you go away for a time, they feel like you turn your back on them. But they should hold their breath a bit because, when you come back, then you have so much thing to teach them. They never know that. But since they think I turn my back on them, it's hard to come back and teach them.
Yeah, well, we have to find a way still. You know what I mean? Have to find a way. As the man say, when you think nothing nah go on, something nah go on, So
yeah, man, I just say go, I know say after a while, the things are going to open up on that side for me. Because, been doing so much work for so long and, me see the music reach on some level and, after a while now, them have to go just accept it, Because, it will get too big, too wide for them. They can't hide it anymore. You understand? Yeah, man. So I just time again, you know?
Time is the master.
Yeah, man.
Time is the
And
master.
yeah, man. For real. So what if our works we putting in at them the place there, you know? To bring up the culture and everything. You know, hundreds of artists and musicians from Jamaica. I'm the one who make them reach to Canada, you know, and give them opportunity to come and work on a stage, you know, and get some exposure and get some link. A lot of them, I see them year after that come do some other show in Canada, you know, they get their own link and, you know, me glad for that, you know. Me know say, me make all heap of things possible, you know.
It's a
All heap of
building.
miracle, you know? Yeah.
Yes, I.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I. Yeah, man. The man said the lease is precious, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, we have to give thanks. You see it.
Every time.
Yes, I. All right. Make we drag back pan the music.
Yeah.
The song with the and Capleton, Bobo Man a chant. How that come about? Is that through the link from in Canada or the traveling
No,
to Jamaica?
you know, since 2004, I first came to Jamaica in 2004. And actually, the singing started with, you know, I was farming in the hills and I was building some lyrics, and the man they telling me I should go to the studio. So, a couple of years later, I'm in Kingston all the time on Reddy's Road, you know, working in the studio. And I always stop at Fireman Place, you know, David House, you know, all the vibes. And one at a time now, I have this rhythm, I have this the song, you know, Bobo Man, you know, I chant with him broom, and you know, so me have the punchline and everything. So me go see him and me say, Fireman, you know, if I want to do a song with you, man, me make him hear the rhythm on my phone, and me just sing the lyrics them. Him start smiling and say, yes, Jah Lex, man, call the engineer, man, ready. Just write the song. I think the next day we voice the song the next day, and then, you know, get it mixed and shot the video clip, you know. So it was a good, very good experience, you know. Yeah, man, it's a great experience to work with Fireman, you know, big artists, you know. I have to respect him, you know, to rate him, you know, and put in all heap of works. So it was an honor, you know. And the song was very good, you know. Get all heap of support, all heap of forward, you know. So yeah, man, really that pushed me also my career. You know what? When the song come out, a lot of people saw me for the first time. That's the first song they know about me, you know. Yeah, man, Bobo Man a chant. Then again, you know, I'm going to fire upon operation, you know, Bobo Shanti, you know, message get perceived in different ways, but I just saw it go, you know. Yeah, man.
Yes, I. Yes, I. So the people them was more receptive now to the eye when them see the eye with someone who is established in the business.
Yeah, because actually that was my second official release, you know. My first release was Jamaica video clip. Now I released that in 2013. And then 2014 I came up with the album and the song with Capleton. So that was like my second official release, you know. So yeah, man. Before that I did a lot of studio work, I did a lot of songs, and you know, things never come up. I work with different producers, things never come up the way I wanted them. So that's how I end up produce myself, build my studio, you know, record all the rhythms them, you know, because I'm a musician, you know, produce everything, voice, and then get the song mixed and master, and you know. So I end up in the producing business too.
Seeing,
With it,
seeing,
yeah.
seeing.
Yeah, man.
So the song What's Love featuring Lutan Fire, how that come about?
Well, you know, me and Lutan link up long time. We did bring him to Canada also one at a time with Champagne and some other artists there. And one at a time now I was in Kingston, I was telling him no, we should do a song together and try to find a schedule where, you know, me and him could work. And we're busy. He was busy, I was busy, never work out. And then like the day I was leaving Kingston to go and take a flight, like the next day or whatsoever, you know, he called me like at 5:30 in the morning. Yo, Jah Lex, ready man, come. So he just called me like very early in the morning. So he had time that day, you know, so I just went there. We listened the rhythm for a while. Voice the song same time, you know. Yeah, man. So that was close by, because if he was calling me the next day, then I was gone already, you know.
See it. And oh receptive you know that song.
Well, the song come out in a time where, you know, it come out it just released in a 2020, you know. The song say what's love got to do with it when everyone is looking out for themselves.
Yeah.
And during that time though, a lot of people were looking out only for themselves, and you know, everything was getting, the love was going away, you know. Yeah, man. Because we was tell the people to unite, but then everywhere, you know, you see the people, they might tell you, say, don't unite. You have to spread out and isolate, you know. Yeah, but we still have to unite. You understand?
Rasta.
I have to stay united, you know. So the song came out. It get a good forward still, you know, because the message, you know, was on point at that time there, you know. Yeah.
Yes, I.
Yeah. Although we did the song before, you know, before the situation come up, so it fit in within the right time still, you know.
True. Well, Jah Lex, you know, me have a million and one question in my general. Believe you me. Me have a million and one question. But here, we not have enough time to deal with all of them questions. You see what I say? We don't have enough time. So last see I know. We don't have enough time to deal with all of the questions them still. But where you see yourself next 3 years from now, you know, in terms of the music?
Next 3 years, I see myself like everything opened up again, so we're tour again, big stage show, big festival, you know. I'm gonna drop a LP. We have an album coming up, you know. We're gonna release some more single also this year. Album coming up, you know, later on this year too, you know. So we're gonna be promoting that for a while, you know. So 3 years time now, you know, new thing. Next album I go drop, you know. Yeah, man. And you don't know, keep up the link, you know. Jamaica, Africa, Canada. No, I should be going back to Europe too. It's been a while, you know. I did some show in Europe, you know. So probably when everything opened up, because actually I was supposed to be in Europe this year, but I just saw it go, you know. Yeah, man.
So all right. My final question today is still, what the I thoughts and what's happening now in terms of the vaccine and thing. The narrative is, you know, probably everyone is gonna have to get vaccinated and thing. What's your stand on that as a Rastaman?
Well, for depending on the laws, what they're going to decide to do with this vaccine or whatsoever, that's their own decision. But for me, you know, my personal experience, I never really get no vaccine in my life. You know, I never really, you know, attracted to those things. So vaccine is not a thing I'm gonna go for. You know, this vaccine I'm really not gonna go for. If it's required to travel in some places, well, I will have to reconsider my traveling because, you know, I
But
just said,
what if
yeah,
Jamaica
live
is a
life.
place where, because you look like you're settling in Jamaica, Zine, and we know that whatever is happening here in England or in Europe, Jamaica as a colonial, then a colonial, and also a Commonwealth country. You know what I mean?
Still, the Queen of England is still the head of state
Yeah.
here.
So they would follow exactly what England is doing. And
Yeah.
what if Jamaica say, boy, if you can't come to Jamaica unless you're vaccinated.
Well, I talk about if the whole world come to that conclusion, and I just hope that when that day come, I'm either in Jamaica or in Africa. So, you know, I will just stay there, you know.
I hear you loud and clear, my general.
Yeah, man.
Hear
I
you
mean,
loud and clear.
to tell you the real the story, my father now went to Africa to work when I was 2 years old, and he get a yellow fever shot, which destroy his immune system. Not he
Wow.
alone, and a lot of other people. Probably at the time the vaccine was newer, and they were a batch that, and since I was 2 years of age, my father has to go to the hospital every 3 weeks to get some white white cells, white blood cells, in his system to use his immune system. And without it, no, he's not making it. So because of a vaccine, that's how I saw my father health all my life, at risk and, always sick and a lot of health issue because of a vaccine. I
Wow.
never know that when I was younger, and like every day when they have some vaccine at school, I just don't show up on that day. I don't go, I tell my father I'm just going, and I never knew that, So with that, personal experience in my life, I saw my father's life being destroyed because of a vaccine. So it's definitely not a thing I'm gonna jump on the vaccine that just came out, like brand new thing. Because it took 2 years before they find what was wrong with my father. Because he was always sick. He was doing some tests. They didn't know. And after a while, after 2 years, they realized that's what happened to him. And it happened to him and other people too. So,
Rasta.
and all his friend that he was like, because year after year you go at the hospital every 3 weeks, so you see the other patient that they also go for the same treatment. He got to know them and he became friend with them. And he's seeing them dying, one after the other, because they cannot, they got sick. And so I don't want to bring fear to people's life or whatsoever, you understand?
No, there I speak personal experience,
Yeah, you understand? So, I want to tell the people where to do or where to think, But to me, I'm not going to go for that vaccine, And even if there's, anything with this vaccine, it might take 2 or 3 years after the people, they get that shot now before they realize, something is not working good for them, and before they relate it to that vaccine, So
serious thing.
to me, I'm not gonna go for that. I would rather quarantine every time I travel. I'm willing to quarantine and take, do a test for sure, say I don't have this virus. You understand? And on top of that, if you want me quarantine, no problem. You know, some nice place for quarantine, we don't have a problem with that. One big bunch of banana, some pineapple, one melon there, you understand? See Akichi right there, so see Akichi. If you want Aki now, right there, so the Aki them, you know,
RASTAFARI.
you understand? Hey, we don't have a problem with quarantine. You want me quarantine or quarantine, no problem. We write some new songs. You understand?
So last year, I know.
I just life.
Yes,
but the
I.
vaccine I'm not gonna take. Yeah, so hopefully they will accept me and allow me to travel. You know?
You're the eye, my lord. Yes, I.
If it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. I'm just gonna, take it easy for a time.
Yes, I. Yes, I. Words are encouragement to the world at large.
Man, don't give up, man. Say struggle is hard. You know, star, but the worst thing is when you give up. When you give up, then everything start go wrong. So that are the most dangerous thing. From you hold yourself together, and just organize yourself. As I said, self-sufficiency is the key. So,
Yes,
if you
I.
did hungry now, this year now, or first year now you did hungry, say this year now you must plant some food so that now go reach you again.
Seriously, I hope the youths them are listening. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, a real thing.
Yes, I. Real thing, man. Real thing. Ain't no tools way about that. That are the reality. What the people them can find you, my lad?
Well, you don't know King Jah Lex on all the social media, King Jah Lex. JahLexMusic.com.
Yes, I.
If you just search for Jah Lex, you will see it, you will see it pop up. Jah Lex Vivo, everything.
Yes, I. And what the people them can look forward to?
Well, they can look forward. We have a brand new song with Sugar Roy and Conroy Crystal. I'll go drop anytime soon. We're also a part of the new album. We have some song also where Linval Thompson produced. Actually, the one video clip just released named Jalovin, where we shot the video clip in Uganda, produced by Linval Thompson. So we have the album coming up, Mikey General there on the album, a lot of collaboration. Yeah, man.
Seen.
So
Seen.
that's in the incoming, Yeah, man.
Yes, I. Well, all the best with the new projects. You know what I mean? You have my email, so you can forward, whatever you want to forward, in terms of the new release or the album. We're there. We will play the music. We like what the is doing. And we encourage the if continue making a change. Because I think that is what is required. You know what I mean? Yeah, that is required. And advice, if I can give you advice, look for penetrate Europe. Because I think Europe need the education. You know what I mean? Europe need the education, in terms of the culture that they is getting. You know what I mean? I think that is imperative. That's just I personal view still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, I think that is imperative because the I must get a mandate. You see me I say in when you deal with Bobo Shanti in what the I need to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really to agitate towards the oppressors as you would see it are, the colonial. They know the thing. You see me I say? Yeah. So, I would say try to penetrate Europe. Europe need it. I'm out here in Europe and may I tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. They will need it. Well, I've been through. I was in Ireland couple of years back, and then I was supposed to go back Spain and thing, and then I got booked for another festival, you know, so I couldn't make it. And since then, now a lot of promoter contact me. A lot of fans keep on contact me. They were trying to put things in place for me to come. You know, in France, in UK, in Italy, in Spain. It never manifests. But everything is for a reason. So I know at one point it will happen. So hopefully at that point now I still can travel.
Um,
But yeah, man, we're ready. Anytime the world ready, we're ready, man.
yes, I. We have one more question still. Alba
No
Rose,
problem.
Alba Rose, Gentleman, two big European artists. You know what I mean? Nominated for Grammy and so on. What you think about your career? You think you will add on to what those virgins are doing, or you think you will make a greater impact?
Well, me not really like base what I do on their what they did, because they are great artists.
Yes,
I have
I.
a lot of respect for them. For me, if they nominate me for a Grammy or not, it's not gonna change myself. But um, I think that the work I do, in Jamaica, I have a song like Farmer Man been playing on the radio since January last year, and it's still playing here on the radio. So I know I'm still current. I have some video also playing on television, like on Flow TV, and you know. So I know my music is current here. At one point, it will reach out, to other places. Cause right now, you see the song Farmer Man. Everybody hear that song that I've been playing good. You understand? So and just keep on playing. So me know say it'll go reach some different level in the near future.
Yeah, I'm kind of refrain from play the music them and cause we're streaming live through the YouTube at the moment, and sometimes we get some copyright it and thing, you know what I mean? So we kind of because that kind of have an effect on the channel also, all the copyright stuff them. You see me I say? So
Yeah.
that's why we kind of play most of the songs them from early out and things still. You see me? But
Yeah.
it this me have to ask there one more question. You see me I say? Cause yeah, what cause your music is playing in Jamaica. Um how difficult was the eye getting earplay and being recognized? Was it a what you did have to pay your money or it go?
In Jamaica,
Yeah man, in Jamaica.
well, you see, first now, like as I said before, I released my first single. I was working with some other producer, but they never really produced material where a quality good enough to be on the radio. So when I did know the first song, Jamaica, the first video, as the video dropped now, I get some call to go premiere the video on ITV, and I never had no money thing. And the place also at the time now they were playing some video at night on, I think, one of the TV channel they up here. I think upon CVM, and they uploaded on CVM too, so it was playing for a little time. And after now I did the song also with Capleton. Now we get a little forward. But we get to understand also is like sometimes some artists now they wants to have a song and they wants to have it on the radio to play, but then the quality of the song is not up to the standard where the DJ what they are looking for. So that is somewhere very important. From the quality is there, you know the song is good, then you will have the DJ want to play that song because when they play the song now, you make the sound system sound sweet, make the bass line sound nice, so they wants to play that song. You understand?
Yeah, man.
So I decide for me, I rather spend my money on the product, on the quality of my product, you know, to get some good quality product. We're up to the standard there. And then from the song is good, then of course it will get play, you know. But it wasn't easy still, you know, because only by good song I put out and other artists also put out, and there's so much artists in Jamaica, there's so much new song coming out every day.
Yeah,
It's
man.
like there's not enough airtime for every new song or every artist sometime, you know.
You think
So,
do you think that the Jamaican radio station play more overseas music than reggae itself?
well, it depends on the stations, them, you know, because some radio station they're mostly playing, you know, reggae, some mainly playing dancehall, some mainly playing like overseas, and some mix it. But it's a good blend, you know, because I think like every station still, even when they playing overseas, they still playing Jamaican music, Jamaican content, you know. So it's a good blend because we also it's good to hear what is happening around in the world also, not only in Jamaica, you know. So
Me not I talk it that way there, you know, because
me know.
a lot of youths in don't get the earplay. You see me I say? While
Yeah.
other music is being played and you have youths out there as you say, you have good music, other artists have good music, and they still don't get the earplay. While
Yeah.
you will have some other music where say some derogatory stuff. You see me I say some degrading stuff, and you know that's getting the earplay. You see me I say?
Yeah.
And it's not Jamaican music.
Well, that's true, but you know, one thing in Jamaica, like the positive thing, get a little forward, but you know, like the extra thing, no,
You say the
then
positive thing
everybody,
get a little forward.
yeah, like when someone come with something positive, people they like, yeah, good. But then when some happen, some extra thing happen, everybody like, yo, hooray, you know, excitement. So that are one thing. So sometimes the DJ, you know, they play stuff they know, like if they go get the people them excitement and whatsoever. So, but the DJ, you know, they also have to know they have a role to play. You know, they have to know what they're doing because the music now also is teaching the youths them. Every youth's learning the song by heart. You know, the song that are playing, you know, regular on the radio and you know on the mixtape. The school children, the little children, them they know the song by heart. They sing them. So you have to know what you do. You know, like that's why I concentrate on do some positive music with positive message. You know, and try to bring it out there. You know, because you know that you know all those things come like pollution. You know, it's
For real.
pollution really and truly in other people them mind, you know. Yeah, the youth then grow with those type of, you know, mentality, you know. It just coming at them like natural because, you know. So, but you know, after that now the DJ, the media them, the radio them, they must know what they're doing, you know. So those are the people where really, cause the artist, if he wants to do a song and you know sing whatever in his song, cause he feel that way on that day or whatsoever, that's his choice, you know. But then the radio, they're gonna decide if they're gonna play that song or not, you know.
True.
Yeah.
True, true.
And then the artists, of course, the artists have to know that they are the teacher for all the younger generation. They might look up to them. So when you see the artists, they do a lot of foolishness, you know. Then the youth, they wants to do the same thing, you know, because they follow up on their, you know, their hero. They have like a model. They like that artist there.
Mm-hmm.
So they take artists as model in life. Oh, I want to be like this man, you know. So every youth has a done and think like the done know that I'm, you know, that's what he wants to be when he grow up. He want to be just like him, you know. Every youth I grew up to be a done, you know. So
the artists have a responsibility, you're saying, yeah?
yeah, the artists, also the DJ and all the media, them, you know, a big responsibility if you playing artists, you know. Because if the artists right now, a lot of artists, they come with some lyrics to make some excitement because they know they're gonna get play.
Mm-hmm.
So even some artists where at first, no, they wanted to come with a positive message and they try hard for 10 years and then still not get no forward, and then they say, well, let me come with one mix-up song, and they release, and then they start to get some play with it. You understand?
Things start trend.
But if the radio they decide to then I go play certain type of songs, then the artists them I go concentrate on some positive song because they know say, you know, they're there right now. So
yes,
it depends on. So you see, even like all those competition like Clash and you know. Clash and that, because first of all, no, if you do a competition, but instead to do like a Clash, two artists, they sing lyrics, try to be better than the other one and to clash him and to bring him down and, you know, to diss him on stage or whatsoever. Why you don't do a competition for two artists to make the best collaboration? And you play the rhythm, put them on stage, and you say the two have to come up with something good, like no. You understand?
For real.
Something positive. Yeah, well, then you will grow something like this, you know. You have the people then if you have them type of mentality, say, oh, let's try to do something together, you know, because a lot of artists now they going on their own and they fight against other artists, and you see them online diss each other. That is foolishness. Be your foolishness, man. If you have a problem with someone, or go see him in person and tell him, say, yo, you know that me not like this, I just that, you know, have to bring it up and make the whole world see it. You understand? Fight. So, you know, like, yeah, send a message to the youth too. You understand? They don't see no unity. So like what? So you have to pick up like a clan. Is either you're this clan or that clan, and you don't like each other because this one like that artist and this one is following that artist. You know, that's stupid.
You know, think is a kind of publicity stunt. You know, like when you watch football, Zine.
Yeah.
And most players them dive. Zine, them dive, but them not really get no contact for them really dive. But them know say if them dive is a possibility that them gonna get a free kick and gonna score. You see me I say? So in that sense, they don't feel like it's a publicity stunt where them know say when them do certain things like that, it probably go and get a forward and then them start to trend. When them and the man them now have no problem.
Me know say enough of them are some act, you know, them are act some publicity stunts, you know. But all of them still, you know. But then again, you know, any little thing happen now, when they bring it up everywhere now in the media and this and that, now them are healthy to spread out them kind of message, say it way, you know.
Yes, reality. We have 2 more minutes, my general. What do I want to say to the world?
Well, you don't know, man. We give thanks and praise for another day, you know? Yeah, man. Because, you know, every day we have life. And it's a blessing to have life, you know?
Yes, I.
So everyone have to remember that, you know? Every day when you wake up and you open your eyes, if you give thanks, because you did it another day, you know? Yeah, man. And then you take it from there. Yeah, man. You don't know, you know, more strength and more love to the world, you know? Keep on, you know, tune into the reggae music and, you know, the message them. Yeah, man. And uplift yourself, you know. Yeah, man.
Yes, I.
Real thing.
Yes, I. Yes. Yes, Jah
I know,
Lex.
yeah, man, we just want to hear up all my fans, them and family in Uganda, in Kenya, say the way, you know. In Jamaica, back home in Canada, you know. Yeah, man. And, you know, the UK, bless up on yourself, say the way, all over Europe. Yeah, man.
My Lord.
That's all right.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, Jah Lex. Blessed love and give thanks for taking the time. Great honor for reason with the eye. You know what I mean? And as me say, continue the way I do out there. You know, it's uplifting. You see me I say? We need more of that. You see it? Yeah. Yeah. So give thanks again, my general. More love and strength to the eye. You see me I say? Send the music my way. You have the link and thing. You see me I say we'll connect up on the social media and all of them different platforms there. You see me? So manners and respect again and peace and love, honorable.
Yes, man. Rastafari.
Rastafari, my Lord.
Yes,
Blessed love.
Bless.
Give thanks. Rastafari. Yes, my people. So see it there? Jah Lex. Yeah. What a powerful reasoning from a powerful artist. You see me I say? Doing his thing. And yeah, we love what I do. Yeah, we love what I do. So last year I know. Yeah. We love what I do. So we give thanks for the item taking the time out today. Zane, we run over a whole bit of time. What that about what 50 minutes? What Rasta? Give thanks. Yeah, give thanks my brothers and sisters for they are them patient listening and rapid attention. You know what I mean? Yeah man, give thanks. Yes, it's a great honor. We're there again, 7 till 10 next Wednesday. Zane, next Wednesday. Yeah, it's not going to be normal neither next Wednesday. So we have 2 special guests next strong. You see me I say? And they them know the routine. You just check we out on www.IjahStars.com. And that's how we start off from 7 till 10 every Wednesday. You see me I say? Mindset program, IjahStars. I'm your host. You see me I say? Make we drop that one here, farmer man, before we move. So, yeah.
Farmer man, plant up the ganja, plant it everywhere in the highest street.
Plant up the ganja, you know, say that we are deal with though. Ganja man, worldwide.
Farmer man, plant
Sounds like Jah Lex.
plant it everywhere.
So we are doing it, Zane.
Region.
Manners and respect, go check out the music on all digital download platform. It's out there.
Wrong. Farmer man.